telling you, I wake up every day and I don't have to fake energy, I don't have to fake passion about the greatest job in the world. I can come here and see you guys play football. Good gosh, the Lord has blessed me. Okay? What's important to me is former pride, is trust, relationships. That's what we're all about. And we got a special guest today. That's why I wanted you in here. I didn't want you cranked in that barn or sitting on a knee. I wanted you to sit with a big chest and your eyes up and understand who you're about to meet. Okay? Who you're about to meet is someone that I played with, someone who believes. We talk about belief, don't we? Yes, sir. We talk about belief, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Woo. Someone who believes and understands former pride, who's been in your shoes, who's going to tell you his story. Okay? A man that's played, you can count him up, and you correct me if I'm wrong, a man that's played 55 football games, a bunch of them. Think about how many games that is in a 4-year career. It's a bunch of football games. This man right here. Okay, so I'm going to let him have the stage and introduce himself and pour into you guys. Why? Because he loves Louisville High School, and he wants to be a part of something special, and he was a part of it, and he will be to the day he dies. Because that's what we are. We're farmers. We're always going to be farmers, okay? So, without further ado, this is Shannon Brazzell. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you for that warm welcome. Guys, as I've been talking to Coach for a while now, and as I've been pondering what to say to you guys, because I'm always looking for words of encouragement. I'm always looking for words that will change a young man's life. And I'm going to give you my story in a minute from Pee Wee football all up to the 2001 NFL draft. Okay? So I moved here in the late 80s. My mother and my father, which are here with me, moved us up here in the late 80s to get to play Pee Wee football. From the time I got here, all I heard was about Fall Pride, Maroon. That's all we saw. Friday nights, my dad would take us to the games. It's packed. All I ever knew as a young kid, once I got here to Louisville, Texas, was Louisville Fighting Farmers. And as I got to play football, I had dreams as a young man. I've always had aspirations to play in the NFL because I knew once I got here and I heard about the talent level here, and once me and my brothers started succeeding, I knew that I had something special. I knew that we were something special. Me and my brothers. I have an older brother, Dwayne Brazzell, a younger brother, Danielle Brazzell. We're the only brothers in Louisville LISD history to win a state championship. We're the only brothers. And there's been a lot of brothers come through here. And so in the 90s, 93, 96, but growing up playing Pee Wee football, all I knew about winning. I won on those levels. Most of the time I go to the city championship, win them. On a middle school, same thing. We would play delay, okay, for the city championship, whatever it is. So mind you, I've been winning since Pee Wee football. I go to junior high. I've been winning. I never forget it. My 8th grade year, I got in some trouble, been a little knucklehead. Coach Ronnie Gage, who's the head coach of the Louisville football team, he comes to Hedrick to punish me. And I'm thinking, I didn't do anything that serious. Why is the head coach from Louisville coming to punish me and tell me if I don't get my act together, there will be some serious consequences in the next couple months once I got to high school. Okay, cool. Done. When I got here, what I didn't know is after playing one JV game, I didn't play freshman, went straight to play one JV game. Had like 5 touchdowns, 21, 22 tackles, something like that. That was on a Thursday night. That Friday night, I was suited up on varsity. And I thought that was just a reward for what I just done the night before. But what I didn't know, he had plans for me. It started to dawn on me why he came the following year, the year before, to punish me. That Friday night, I was second string on the varsity as a true freshman. True freshman. Fella, once I got to tell you, he put me in the game. I was nervous as all get out. Now, how many of you guys, to be honest with you, Coach Story out there on Friday night is packed. Both sides, people in the end zone, back where it used to be. You wouldn't be nervous if he just threw you in the game. Raise your hand. As a freshman, exactly. Yeah, no, you wouldn't be nervous. right? So I'm nervous, but what happened is that nervousness turned into, okay, focus. I've been trained for this all my life. I've been trained since Pee Wee football for this moment right here. So I went in and I had a decent game. Decent enough to where the following week, I was starting on varsity. Now listen, one thing about back then, guys, we played big boy football. It's not a little, we can argue about the rules and stuff now, but back then, it was smash mouth football. The Odessa Permians, the South Dallas, the big boys. We had to play it. That's who I was going against as a true freshman on Friday night, the very following week. What that led to is me getting some great experience, and as my coach talked about, I was able to start some games, all the games, for the rest of my freshman year. I ended up getting some awards and stuff like that, but my sophomore year, we're all getting better as a team. Everybody gearing up for one goal. That's to win the state title. We had people coming back talking to us like I'm doing to you that went there years ago, and they were pouring into us. That meant something to us. So, from that standpoint, we started taking one game at a time. One game at a time, we started to win. The bug, we were beating people so handedly. I mean, when I say on Friday nights, this place shut down. It usually shuts down anyway, but it was like 5 o'clock, it was shut down just so people get home, get ready to eat, be in their apartments, be tailgating, be in the stadium. The city was shut down because we had something special. The vibe through this town started spreading, all right? Started spreading. So we clinched district. Then we go on to play all the big boys in the playoffs. We started running through them. Running through them. The moment that I remember my best, because I played so many games, the one I do remember, we played Midland League in West Texas. Guys, you know some of those games where you can't do no wrong. You just go off. You know, you just go off. You can't be stopped. Fellas, I had 22 tackles, 1 interception, 4 touchdowns, 1 forced fumble, and we end up basically, they call it the Brazil Express. And my brother, every time I would create a turnover, he would come in first place score. We tore up Midland. That was my moment. Everybody had their moments, but that was me at that moment contributing to my team. Because you're going to have to contribute at some point to your team. I don't care who you are, from the punter all the way down to the person on the bench that's just supporting you. Everybody's going to have to contribute when it comes to winning. And we're going to talk about that later on. But we went on to run through the playoffs, end up going to the state title out in Houston, playing Aldine MacArthur. Now, at that time, Louisville has never won a state championship in history. I don't think Louisville, ISD, period, at that time, was only 2 schools back then. Never won. We end up going one of the best games to this day. If you were to throw that game on right now and watch that game, you would get goosebumps, and like that game was just like yesterday. We still do it. We still watch the game. It was such a good game. Even though we won the game, the team they were absolutely awesome. They took us down to the last second to where we had one of our D linemen catching out on the sideline before he ran the kickoff back. Only had like 30 seconds left in the game, so 22 seconds. That's how it came down to. We ended up winning the title, and then I went on to have a great 2 years after that. Went to the playoffs, several rounds deep. As soon as I leave, Michael and his crew won the state. They won the state championship as soon as I hit the door. Let me tell you what I accomplished, and I'm going somewhere with this. What I'm about to say, don't take it. I'm saying it in the most humble way, because that's my truth. It's what happened to me. I ended up, in those 4 years I was here, I had the most tackles in Louisville history. Still do to this day. Nobody will ever break those. Almost close to 500, like 460 something. Because I averaged 20 plus a game. Some would be close to 30. That's what I averaged. Freshman year all the way up to my senior year. I ended up getting every award that you may dream of. I got it. Blue chip All-American. First team. So many, I don't even know. My dad probably knows better than me. I ended up Bill Bates. Y'all don't remember him. Coaches do. He came out with his award. His first time he came out with the award was called the Bill Bates Award. I was the first person to ever get that award. Right out the gate, I got that award. It all started coming, and I'll be honest with you guys, it didn't really mean much to me. I just played a game that I love. I played a game that I love. I played against Billy Miller. I played with the oldest growing up. It was battles, and respectable battles. Played against good talent. I just had, not just me, my brother, older brother, fullback here. He led his senior year as a fullback. He had the rushing title. He beat out Byron Hansborough, who was the Texas Tech, as a running back, who ran a 4.43. He was my brother's fullback. He beat him out. My brother was like 250. Well, 4'6". But you couldn't stop him. I dare you to get in front of him. He was trained. I never forget it. We were practicing during that run. And Pittsburgh came out, and that's when Jerome Bettis was happening. And they thought the next Jerome Bettis would be my brother. But my brother made some mistakes that would cost him his career. But that was on him. Those are things we'll talk about too. Fellas, I went on and I was able to get a scholarship. After all the accolades, after the awards, I was able to get a scholarship. I was the top 25 recruit in BFW, whatever it was. I was on a track the other day, and the guy still covered sports. He said, "Man, I covered you back in the day. You were awesome." I said, "Thank you, sir." Now it's all about my kids, you know. But I was one of the top recruits. I could have picked my poison. I could have went anywhere. You name it. Wherever you want to go. I got a letter from right now in my storage. Stacks of them. Stacks. I could have, but what happened was, guys, and this is a teaching moment, I didn't prepare for my opportunity. My parents didn't go to college. Their parents didn't go to college. Nobody in the family is 10. My mother has 10 brothers and sisters. Nobody went to college. They wouldn't get finished if they did go. I was the first, and that was one of my goals. I was the first to go to college out of 60 plus today grandchildren. Now we have several that's one on the way, but I was the first one of my goals. My goal was to be the first to get my degree, to be the first to go to the NFL. Went to college, had a great career. I never redshirted. That's due to what I did here, due to what I learned here. I just put it to use. Got past my test finally. I didn't prepare properly to do that. And once I got that done, I had to sit out a semester. Then I got into TCU before TCU was TCU. Before what you know about TCU today was TCU. My freshman class is the reason why TCU is TCU to this day. Meaning, when we came in my first year, we went 1-10. We only beat SMU. 1-10. Freshman year. Rebuilt, brought in some new coaches. Came in, Coach Franchione. We took off. We won the conference, tied for the conference championship. Started to get some accolades in there. Next year, we win the championship outright. And then by our senior year, there's a lot of buzz. A lot of buzz. You got the LaDainian Tomlinsons. You got Aaron Schobel. You got big name people first round day. Then you got people like myself projected 3rd round to 6th round. All right, pro day. 18 in the NFL draft, the most in TCU history. The most in TCU history. I'm a part of that. So mind you, I made history here. Then I go to TCU and I make history there. But guys, that all stems from me personally having the attitude as a young boy to just want to win. When we went 1-10, I come from this. I knew nothing about 1-10. I was like, I knew we could win. But 1-10, you get that taste in your mouth, it's a bad taste. Whatever record you dealt with here and it's your lowest, it's a bad taste, isn't it? Nobody wants to be a loser. Nobody wants to be labeled a loser. So our class got together and we said, we're going to turn this thing around. We're going to make this happen. You're in the same situation right now, aren't you? You're in a situation where things need to be turned around. That means you've got to do something about you. You've got to help turn it around. Every single person in this room has a role to play in turning this organization around. That's what we did. We went on to have success. And since our senior class came and left, TCU's only missed one bowl game. One year. 1 year. When I walk on the TCU's campus, I don't have to pay for nothing. They send me gear every year to my house. It's not just me, it's my class. Why is that? Because we have a bond even with the university to this day. My best friend is LaDainian Tomlinson, my business partner who just got in the Hall of Fame, and several people like that. Then after that, we all entered the draft. Guys, I didn't make it. It was one of my goals, but I was in the draft. I got to work out. I tried out for all 32 teams, semi-pro team. I was burnt. I did continue to go on. I got some workouts, Oakland showed the most interest, did all that. But the bottom line is this. I was able to do some things in my lifetime with this sport that I have a lifetime of memories. I always ask the question, what is that pigskin is what we call it? What does it mean to you? Think about this. What does it really mean to you? Because for me, what it has has done for me, listen to what it's done for me. I've got my degree, the first, it's a college degree in minor business, because of the pig scheme. I met my wife and my 4 kids at TCU because of what? Because I got there because of the pig scheme. I was able to meet my lifetime friends. I call them my brothers. I'm with them more than I'm with my blood brothers. The LTs and Harrison, people like them, my teammates. I'm with you guys all the time. We all live close by too. Because of the pig scheme. So I ask you a question. The question again, what does it really mean to you? Or better yet, what do you want it to mean to you later on down the line? Later on down the line. What story will you tell? See, I got blood out there. I have my blood out there. Across town, I got my blood out there. What kind of blood you gonna leave? What are you gonna leave? Fellas, it's all about opportunity. You have it. Your coach got some more belief. You gotta believe in each other. It will never happen if you don't believe in each other. It will never happen. You have to believe in him. He's the gun. You're the bullet. They work together. You take away the bullets, his gun don't work. It won't fire. Him and the staff, they won't fire. It goes together hand in hand. Fellas, and if you'll do that, you will create your own special occasion here. And if winning it all is your goal, you have to have a foundation. A foundation. You have your base. Without a base, nothing will hold. Nothing will hold. The superstars can't, in no base, they don't shine. They fall through. Whatever your goals are for this team, if you don't have a strong base, which starts with belief, accountability, trust to self and your teammates, it starts with all that. If you don't have it, you will crumble. You will fall. But if you do it, and you start today believing in his word, believing in the coach's word, believing that you can do it together, not apart. We call it do your 111. Anybody know what that means? Anybody want to take a guess at what your 111 means? What does it mean, sir?
There's 11 people on the field, so you do your part of 11 on the field.
You take care of your job, be it on the field or off, practice, whatever. You take care of your job, your responsibility, and let everybody else take care of theirs. When everybody does that, this is what happens. Chemistry will form, which you have to have. A bond will form, which you got to have. And a winning program will start occurring around this place. You follow what I'm saying? And when you do those things, you too can be victorious. You too can have everything I have. And that's winning. I went out a winner. I have my rings. I have my accolades. What are you going to do? What are yours? What are your dreams? I ask you. I want you to think on that. Guys, I'll be around all year, and you can't tell I'm a linebacker who's fired up. As long as coach will have me around, I will be around. Because I want to see everybody succeed in this room. Everybody succeed. I was watching the draft, which is bittersweet for me. First round was mostly DFW kids. DFW kids. Right here. Some of the coaches on my board, I know those coaches. We give them awards. I have an award we give out every year to some student athletes that do good in the community. Most of them got my award. Fellas, it's there for the taking. God first, family, football, education. Teachers and principals, education is just football. Without grading, you can't go with it. I appreciate you for having me. God bless you. Thank you very much. Let's get it.